All right, what is going on, you guys? Welcome to another Let's Chat. This is like, I mean, if we're doing episodes, this is like episode 20 or something. What is going on? We just had a text from the president. He wanted me to tell you guys to be here. We got to chat. This is very important. Let me get the chat so I can see your beautiful faces. Can I get this open? Let's get this open real quick. I was debating on starting right now. I was starting to feel a little stomach ache coming on. You know how that is. It's like, wait, is this happening? Because maybe I should wait and not do this. TMI, I know, but we've all been there, right? You're like, is this going to happen? Can you just hurry up? Or are you just going to linger and not happen? Like, what is going on here? This happened before the backlog, too. Maybe I got to eat better. I don't know. What's up, people? Eric, what's good? Unforgiven. Omar. Garuda, long time no see. What's up, Garuda? Burro is sleepy. What's up, Burro? I just had an interesting conversation on Twitter, and I wanted to talk about this already, about AC Origins and Odyssey, the grind being so real. And it's why I'm deciding not to pick up Odyssey for a hot minute. I don't know if I'm going to get it. If you were in my, what was it, my Messenger stream, I was asking you guys to talk me out of it. And I'm not going to lie, when was it? Monday? Sunday or Monday, I was like, man, I want to buy a game. Like, I just feel like buying a game right now. It's like an addiction. I try and keep in check, but sometimes it just gets me. I think it's the season changing and like the gaming season getting strong again. Like, man, I feel like I want to buy something. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just go ahead and get Odyssey. I keep wanting to say Origins, Odyssey. And then here come the articles about the grind. It gets better. The game gets good after 15 hours. Of course, we haven't played it, so we can't, assume these articles are spot on or whatever, but they start to appear, right? You start to see all this stuff about the grind, the microtransactions. Is the grind artificial? Is it their way of influencing people to buy microtransactions? All that stuff starts to come up, right? So I was like, okay, here we go. This this isn't surprising because I did beat Origins. And you guys, if you follow me on Twitter or even YouTube here, I talked about that grind and how painful it was. I went through I went through it. I went through the motions. So I know that these articles and everything that's being said about Odyssey can very well be true, 100% true. I believe it. I believe it. So yeah, I'm seeing people, and some of it's in a jokingly way, like Jimmy, for example. Shout out to Jimmy. He's out here trying to say that, the microtransactions aren't that bad. The grind isn't really there. People are bringing in Persona 5 in order to counter, to say, oh, well, Persona 5 had microtransactions. What's the difference? Or how are you going to pick and choose? Well, that's the thing. We do pick and choose. Some you don't need to do, obviously. Actually, let me put it in a different way. Microtransactions are going to be in various different games. The problem with Assassin's Creed and what they're doing is that they are putting an artificial grind to where it's going to influence people to get these microtransactions. Persona 5, I bet if you ask like maybe 10 people, 8 of them probably didn't even know there was microtransactions. Myself personally, I didn't even know. I didn't know. I just played. And I leveled up naturally. That's the thing with these games. And I don't care if it's an action RPG or something like Persona. I like when a game is, you can naturally progress in the game. If you want to do side missions, cool. If you want to farm, cool. That's up to you. But when you force me, after I just beat a chapter, this happened many times in Assassin's Creed Origins. I would beat a chapter, move on to the next, And it would say I'm not the correct level. I'd have to do side missions, at least a few of them, to even get close. I remember at this one point where I was just so underleveled, even though I was doing a healthy amount of side missions. I wasn't just doing story. I was actually doing side missions because I wanted to. And then I got to this point where I was so underleveled that all the enemies were OP. I couldn't even do the missions because I was so underleveled. So that's where the problem comes in, when a game forces you to do side missions, and mediocre side missions at that. Okay, let's not lie about this. Those side missions are sometimes trash, okay? A lot of them are so similar. It's really, and I talked about this multiple times. It's like, hey, my sister's gone missing. She might be over here. Can you go get her? Cool, fine. I'll go get your sister. I go get the sister. Hey, my dad, he's drunk. Can you go pick him up? Oh, my house burned down. Can you find this item? It's very important to me. It's pretty much the same fetch quest garbage. There's not even anything that's so interesting that you want to do them. For the first couple times, cool. I don't mind. Then after a while, when you're forced and I have to level up and I'm severely underleveled if I don't do this, that's when it becomes a problem. Fawn says, I lost my goat. Seriously, it's missions like that, side missions like that can wear on you, and it becomes, tedious at that point. It's not fun. What's up, chat? VGL, Budo, over here, Overdone. Thank you so much. He says, it's obvious they haven't played any Persona games. That's the thing too, all right? I believe it was 90s Gamer. I was just tweeting this guy. I don't sugarcoat. I name people out here. There's no beef. There's nothing personal. But he was bringing up Persona 5, and I asked him if he played it. He said yes, but he didn't beat it. So, that happens a lot. People will bring up games and they never even beat it. They don't know really what goes on in that game. And so I corrected him. I said, you know what? I played Persona 5. I beat it, and I never felt like I had to grind. If I was grinding for personas, it's because I wanted to fuse a specific persona. Period. That's it. I wasn't ever at a time where they're like, you can't continue because you don't have this persona, or you can't go to this palace because you're 2 levels under. That never happened, ever. But in Assassin's Creed, I remember specifically, I was 2 levels down on like this random enemy. It was one of those big enemies. I don't know what they're called. If you guys played Origins, the ones where they're like super, what are they, like super soldiers or something? I don't know what they're called, but they're like a little bit bigger than the other ones. I was 2 levels down and he was untouchable. Okay, so that was my experience. So I know I played both games. I beat both games. You can't compare them. That's all I want to say. If we're going to be arguing about Origins and Odyssey, please don't bring up Persona 5. It's not the same thing. It's really not. It's really not. Danny, what's up? Mech, what's up? Says, well, GG for him. Ryan says, Witcher 3 felt grindy a bit, but it was mostly me trying to unlock mutagen, is that how you say it? And skill slots. Yeah, I noticed Witcher 3 comes up a lot too. I didn't beat Witcher 3. I played it for nothing really, maybe 8 hours at the most. Probably less, I don't remember. So I can't even speak on that, but I do notice Witcher 3 comes up a lot. So if you guys have more insight, let me know. MJ, thank you. Thank you so much. No message, MJ? What's good? Let me know. How have you been? Don't just go silent on me like that. Hope you're doing well. Tech, what's good? Elijah, what's up? So yeah, you guys, I've said this before when it comes to Origins and Odyssey. I love those settings. I loved, the Egypt setting. That's why I bought Origins. And I really love Greece. So that's why I was so tempted to do day 1 on Odyssey. But now I'm seeing all this stuff come up and it's reminding me. It's not the fact that I'm surprised or anything like that. I kind of expected all this to go down with the microtransactions and the grind. But it's really just reminded me like, hey, Erica, remember last year you were enjoying Origins and then you hit this wall, this grindy wall, and you were miserable. Remember that? Okay, cool. See, that's basically what happened. So I'm not going to buy it day one. I'm seeing people playing it already. I thought it came out Friday, but I guess it's like a pre-order thing. Maybe they paid extra. That's an L if you paid extra. I don't think it is, though. I think they just pre-ordered it or something. But anyways, I'm going to wait till, if anything, we're waiting till Black Friday. And I'll probably play it like in December if nothing else is going on. If I beat Red Dead already, I played Tetris Effect because I'm getting that game too, and a couple others that I'm going to beat. If I'm done with those, then yeah, I could see myself buying it Black Friday and then playing in December. Because I still want to see the environment, the setting. I love Greece. And I do like a lot of things about Assassin's Creed. It's just that grind, man. And here's another thing, too. Red Dead is just around the corner. Do I really want to be fatigued going into Red Dead? That's like suicide. That's like gaming suicide. And we're not going to do it. We're not doing it. Not happening. I want to go into Red Dead so fresh and ready for open world. So in the meantime, we're going to be playing some other things. And another, a game that I am playing, this is a good segue. I'm sure we'll come back to Assassins though. Forza Horizon 4. Or should I say Forza? Forza Horizon 4, you guys. I'm actually really enjoying it. Yes, I'm not trolling, nothing. Because you guys know I'm not really a Forza girl. I don't really play a lot of racers like that. But I started playing it yesterday. And at first, when I first started racing, I was like, okay, it's just Forza. I was just kind of like, whatever. But once the seasons started changing and I started doing like the stunts and the showcases, I was actually having a really good time. I was like kind of surprised by myself. I was like, who am I right now? But yeah, we're not going to speak too long on it. I would like to maybe show some gameplay, or we could talk about it in another video or something, but it's actually really fun. I like how they, have all the, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Like the stunts and stuff. It's like, oh, this director wants you to be in a movie. Go do this stunt and you can impress them and get more gigs or whatever. So you do that and you're like in this crazy epic scene where you're jumping over things. They do the slow motion. Like they know how to show their game. That's one thing we got to give props. I know Uncle Phil doesn't make the game, but Uncle Phil's behind this game. Uncle Phil gets a W for this. Budo, stop it. Budo's like falling asleep. For reals though, Microsoft and Xbox, we all know they just have this reputation of like canceling games. There's no games. There's 69 rated games. There's disappointing game after disappointing game, but they really know how to make a racing game. For someone like me who's not into the simulation, for someone like me who hasn't really played racing games since I was a kid and really loved them since I was a kid, and I'm talking racers like real cars and stuff. I'm not talking kart racers. I'm talking like simulation, real cars, and racing, real tracks and stuff like that. I haven't liked these kinds of games since I was a kid. And Omar, oh my gosh. He says, yo, how you doing, Erica? Missed you so much. Happy to be back to your streams since that Bloodborne challenge. I have a question, by the way, on the topic. Do you feel, man, you caught me so off guard, Omar. Do you feel that the very existence of the microtransaction makes us feel that there's a forced grinding? Yes, for certain games. And Omar, sheesh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's the biggest donation I ever got. See, I'm speechless. Yeah. But thank you, Omar. Yes, I was wondering about you because I know we were together with that whole Bloodborne challenge. We were part of it. You kind of went MIA a little bit. I thought maybe all the people coming at us like ran you off or something, but I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. You're probably just busy, I know. But thank you so much, man. Seriously. The question though, do you feel the very existence of these microtransactions makes us feel that there's forced grinding? Okay, so what you're saying is like, because there's microtransactions, we think it starts to make us think that there's forced grinding. I guess that's possible. Like if Assassin's Creed didn't have them, maybe we wouldn't be so quick to assume they're there for the grinding, I guess. I kind of get what you're saying. There's definitely a grind though. Microtransactions are not. My experience with Origins was very, very grindy. And yeah, so that's just where I'm coming from. This whole comparing Persona to Assassin's Creed, my whole side is like, yeah, they both have microtransactions, but they're so different from each other in terms of the games that they are. So I don't like the comparison because one game you have to grind, and that I experienced for sure. The other one, I never experienced that, and that's Persona 5. I never experienced a time where I was like, shoot, I can't do this because I'm so underleveled. Like that never happened. So that's my whole thing. Like that's my argument and where I'm coming from. Like the whole microtransaction versus microtransaction, like that could get messy. I feel like every game is different. Some games you don't even know they're there, and other games they're kind of pushed in your face and you're kind of, you notice them more because you figure out there is a grind and you're like, I wonder why. And then it turns out there is microtransactions, so it looks messier than it does. I guess that's where you're coming from. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Bodo says Erica Loki had become a Persona fangirl. Oh, that's high key. What do you mean, Bodo? High key. I have it on my phone. It's my background on my phone, my computer. I still need to order a poster for the room. I'm definitely gonna do that soon. Yeah, I love Persona 5. Sir Matsalot says Origins was bad. See, Matsalot, you're not banned from my channel. You're right here, right? I knew you weren't. Maybe it was just a YouTube glitch or something like that. He says Origins was bad. Loot was ass and level-based. Took stupid elements from Division Destiny. Not my AC. Okay, Matsalot. I feel you. El Javelina says, hey, what's up, Erica? Just found your channel when I was researching Bloodborne and Neo. Congrats on your channel. It's really awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love when people find me because of those games. I went hard on those videos. So that really makes me feel like it was worth it. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, let me mention that real quick. I put up a tweet, I don't know, 2-3 days ago about the review process and how it's such hard work, and I wasn't looking for like pity or nothing like that. I was just really trying to vent like, man, this is hard work. And we should really support people's reviews. Like if they are deserving and they are, you know, gamers and they're really passionate and you like their content, it's like, man, I just wanted people to understand it's a lot of work for these content creators. And people have been messaging me the nicest messages. So I just want to thank all you guys. You didn't have to. That wasn't the point. Like I wasn't digging for that. But a lot of people were telling me how much they like my reviews, how much they love my channel, that they want to support me to the fullest. Like that, seriously, you guys, that means a lot. So thank you. Thank you so much. I can't believe I just got that donation, though. Seriously, Omar, you're too kind. Too kind. I forgot this girl say she's a fan and she hasn't bought Oh, Buddha, so you ruined my moment. You ruined it. Exposed. I do need to buy it. You're right. I did borrow it from a friend. He had it on disc. Okay, he let me borrow it because I wasn't sure. I was like, what if I don't like it? Remember? You guys remember. I was tweeting. I was like, hey, this game looks really cool, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it like that. I was kind of skeptical a little bit. I'm not a JRPG person like that. So I rented it, or sorry, I borrowed it from a friend after he just beat it. Then I beat the game, and then we were gonna keep it because I thought Kenny was gonna play it, but then he never did. So we gave it back. And of course, it felt like a piece of my heart was like gone. It's like, oh, I can't go back to it no more. I should definitely buy it. So I do still want to buy it. I am exposed for that though, for sure. I will accept that. I will, because it's a great game and I should support it. So you're right. You guys are right on that. I ain't even trying to hide. Garuda says, I will never trust crap gamer. Wait, okay, wait a minute. Luca? Really, Garuda? Why not Luca? Shout out to Luca. That's my girl. What problem do you have with Luca? Luca's great. And Luca plays games, so I don't know. Maybe you guys got into it and I'm not aware of it or something like that. Captain CJ, what's up? Crypto, what's up? So yeah, I didn't talk much on Forza. People were falling asleep out here, but I just want to let you guys know I am enjoying the game. Like you, I am surprised. Spida, I never forgot you. That donation was through Twitch, though, I think. That was through Twitch. I think 50 for YouTube is the biggest I got. For the, you know, this chat, this super chat. That's what I meant. Spida, I'll never forget you. What do you mean? Luca dropped AC mad fast. Buddha, oh yeah, okay. Luca, you might hear this later, so what's up, Luca? But we ain't gonna pretend you didn't just post a picture of Odyssey, AC Odyssey, and not even an hour later you were playing Destiny. What is going on there? What's up? I tweeted you about it and I don't think I got a response. Shout out to Luca. Luca's funny, man. She always gets me laughing. Ooh, Garuda says, Luca is a fraud. She calls Crap Gamer hi crappy like they are dating. Whoa, Garuda. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep, Garuda. I think she called, you know, that's just her friend. They're friends. I mean, it is what it is. Luca, you got to respect her because she's friends with people and that's what it is. Like, she's not going to let other people, you know, influence her. If she's friends with that person, that's her friend, you know? So it's all good. I'm not going to like hold it against her because she's friends with Mooch and Crap Gamer. They both have me blocked. And I think she knows that. But that's not going to influence her to be like, well, Erica doesn't like her, so I'm not going to like Crap Gamer. Like, that's nothing to put down. I think that's actually admirable. I mean, hey, if they are friends, then they're friends, you know? She is friends with a fraud. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually going to lead me into, well, not the friends part, but the fraud stuff. We might get into that a bit in a way, because I wanted to talk about Alex's video. Shout out to Pause, it's Alex, my brother from Press Start. He did a video on Twitch Thots, which I don't think I've ever said that out loud. This might be the first time. But you guys know the booby streamers, the girls who are on Twitch, who kind of put their sexuality in the forefront, and that's sort of their persona, you know, that's how they have a following. You have thirsty guys constantly, you know, in their chats and donating to them. These girls are making money. So anyways, Alex, he did a video on it. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Definitely check it out if you can. And he was basically saying, you know, these girls, they're just doing their thing. They're making money. They're still grinding. They're still putting in the hours. They're still playing games, I hope. They're playing games. And they're building a following and they're doing their thing, right? So he was basically saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. And for the most part, I agree with him. I was actually going to do a video response, but I was like, you know what? I'll just stream and talk about this because I think it's very interesting. And since I'm a woman, to kind of give that perspective of a woman, I think would be somewhat interesting to you guys. So I figured, well, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it in a Let's Chat and see what you guys think. Because I do agree with him, you know, if you're going to blame anyone, blame the viewers. And he even brought up, you know, I think at the end of the video where he was saying, if you don't like these girls, if you really feel like they are frauds or they're fake gamers or whatever you think about them, they don't have dignity, whatever, then he was basically saying, then focus your attention and support the people who you do feel deserve it. And I couldn't agree more. And this is where I'm saying the fraud stuff comes in, because this applies to YouTube as well. I know, Ryan, I think you said the same thing, where we're complaining about these frauds, right? Oh, this person is such a fraudulent gamer. This person doesn't really play games. This person is all about drama, et cetera, et cetera. And we spend, and when I say we, I mean not me, but a lot of other people. I mean, we all kind of, okay, let me be fair. I've said my jokes before in the past. There's been times where I've said, man, look at this title or look at this person, you know? But to do it all the time, it's such a waste of time, because instead of supporting people who you do feel deserve it, you're spending time supporting people you feel who don't. And you're essentially advertising them. And this is something I've really noticed that is getting worse this year. Just from looking at my timeline, I've noticed a lot of people are doing this. And I'm over here thinking all day, have a good day. Akeem, what's up? I'm over here thinking, okay, you know, you could be, not to make it all about me, but I do think it sometimes. I'm like, wait, you could be watching my video. You could be watching Kofi's video. You could be watching Ryan. You could be watching Alex. Anyone who actually games and actually puts out quality content, who is passionate about gaming, you could be tweeting about them. You could be saying, hey, check out this really cool video, or hey, look at this really good gameplay. But no, instead, you'd rather show crap gamer, or you'd rather show somebody who you don't like and you don't respect, or you don't you don't consider a real gamer. You'd rather show them. That's where, you know, that's where I think, you know, what I think about it. It's like, damn, you could be putting that effort into someone else. And I think that's what Alex was kind of, you know, saying in his video. Instead of hating on these girls, you could be advertising someone else. And that's so true. I've said this many times. I think we talked about this the last time I streamed. We talked about this, and I can't say it enough. I see it all the time. All the freaking time. Garuda says, people like Luca makes female gamers look bad. You, Erica, make female gamers look lit. So that's the thing, Garuda. Okay, if you really feel that way, see, I'm friends with Luca, so you know, she's my friend. But as far as if that's really how you feel, then just don't watch her. You know what I mean? Like that, I guess that's my whole point. Like, if you really don't like a person, or you really don't like their content, just don't watch them. That's it. There's no need to like drag their name down. There's no need to shout from the rooftops like, this person is trash. It's like, well, thanks. You just advertise them for all your followers. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't really know what's with the hate for Luca. I don't know. I don't see much of it in my chat, so this is kind of new to me. But like I said, you know, if you really don't like a person, hey, if there's people out there that don't like me, it is what it is. Like, not everyone's gonna like you. You know, so it's not. I doubt Luca's gonna lose sleep over it, Garuda, but you know, that's between you guys. But Luca's my friend, so I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna entertain the hate for her. You know, she's doing her thing. Promote content creators you like, and don't watch the ones you don't like. Exactly, Buro. Like that's all I'm saying. But as far as like the Twitch thoughts, I guess we could just talk about them a little bit. I don't really know a lot of them, but I have seen booby streamers where they kind of like, I remember one, I can't remember her name, but she would actually twerk if she died in Call of Duty. I don't know, maybe you guys know her. There's probably multiple, I don't know. But I remember seeing that and I was just like, really? Okay. And I used to think like that. Like, I know a lot of guys or even girls will think it's not fair because they don't have to work as hard. They just use their body. They're not really in it for the gameplay. They don't even have to be good at games, et cetera, et cetera. I used to think like that too. Like when I was first streaming and stuff, I was thinking, man, I'm going to have to work harder because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be out here with my body. Even right now, I'm not on camera. You know what I mean? So I always felt like, man, I'm going to have to work harder. My personality is going to have to shine more, or I'm just going to have to be a better speaker or whatever. I'm just going to have to work extra hard. I used to think like that. And the worst thing you can do is compare yourself. So I highly recommend don't do that. If you're streaming and stuff, really don't compare yourself to other people. Just do your thing, and I've learned that over these years. So, but the point is, I understand that thinking, especially for men. I could understand where you guys are coming from. Like, because you're thinking, well, I'm a man. I don't have that body. Like, I don't have my sexuality to put at the forefront. You know what I mean? So I totally get where you guys are coming from if you feel like that. Alex was sort of playing devil's advocate saying, those girls are just doing their thing, and guys like Ninja and, Dr. Disrespect, they're big and they didn't have to do that. So there's, of course, examples of men who have grown and have huge channels. So that was sort of his point. And then he also brought up the whole, you should support people you think deserve it. So I agreed with Alex's video for the most part. For the most part. I don't think I've heard anything and I was like, whoa, don't agree with that. Like, I don't think I did. So yeah. Gruda says, Erica, so what game online is Luca good in? You challenged males before online. I don't know. I mean, she's heavy into Destiny, and that's a game I don't like. So I don't know. I asked her to play Gears. She doesn't play Gears. Everybody plays different games, And Luca, let me say this about Luca too. And she'll tell you this. She said this. She's not like a hardcore gamer like that. Like, some people just aren't. There's nothing wrong with that. I think if you play your games, you know the games you're talking about, you are passionate about games, that's cool with me. You're cool with me, pretty much. If you're not just about console wars and about the drama and you're actually out here playing games, you're cool with me, for the most part. For the most part. I mean, I guess I'm just in that mentality where I want to support and keep up with people who are actually in the same mindset, Like, I'm out here grinding. I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to share my experiences with you guys and talk games and just share the passion with you guys. So I'm always on the lookout for people in the same boat. I'm to the point where when I look at Twitter and I see console war stuff, I am just immediately turned off. That's where I am right now, especially when it's people who are multiple offenders. Like, they're just always about that and they're never about gaming. I just am completely turned off. And I'm just not interested. It's boring to me. It's not even funny or anything. That's where I am right now. So I guess that's why I agree even more with Alex about the whole supporting people who are gamers and all of that. They do the nonprofit work for Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw, I almost got into a vortex with PC gamers yesterday. I was like, dude, chill. Like, the way people are so quick to defend a platform just amazes me in the wrong way. Like, it's not like I'm impressed. It's like, I'm scared. I'm a little afraid right now. Like, that's almost how I feel. Like, it's so weird to me. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if you guys ever feel like that, but these PC guys, man, like yesterday, this is what happened too. This is what happened. I got into a Fratanga vortex, and I shouldn't have took the bait. But I commented or I tweeted to Alex a little jab that he's not going to be able to play Red Dead. That's really what it was. It was a jab because he was saying console gamers are looking at Steam stats to, like, I guess, make excuses for not being on PC, or I don't really know. It was sort of about those Steam stats. I guess only a low percent plays on 4K or something like that. I don't even know. Like that's all I really know. So I was like, who's doing that? We're out here waiting for Red Dead. And I put the little troll face. That was it. I was like, here you go, Alex. Let me troll you for a second. All right, moving on. That was it. Next thing I know, I got Fratanga retweeting me. I got guys jumping in. Oh, greatness awaits, huh? Why are you waiting for games when you could be playing thousands of games right now on PC? I'm like, dude, really? Like, I had them jumping in. It was like the whole army came for me. I was like, wait. Okay, nope, we're not doing this. I just immediately, I muted the conversations. I think I talked to one guy like a couple times and I was like, nope, I'm out. That's it. I'm out. It was like, we're not doing this. It's like they can't even understand what's a joke or what's between certain friends. Like me and Alex, we're on the same podcast. We're constantly trolling each other. And they took it as, oh, this girl is hardcore console. Get her. You know, that's that's really what it became. You still got tweets on it? Oh man, I don't know. I muted it, Unforgiven. I haven't seen it, so I don't even want to know. Like, I really don't even want to know. It hit me. I was like, as soon as I tweeted to Fratanga, shout out to him. I got nothing against him personally. When I say shout out, it's like we're at peace. That's basically what I'm saying. We're at peace. I'm not, you know, I'm indifferent. Let's put it that way. I'm indifferent. I don't know the guy, whatever. But as soon as I tweeted him, I was like, damn, I'm going down the vortex. What am I doing? And that was it. I was like, crap, I got to get out. I got to get out of here. So yeah, that was yesterday. But I went ahead, I muted everything. I was like, no, we ain't doing this. Like I was playing, no, I wasn't playing at the time, but I was gonna play Forza. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go on my peasant console. We ain't doing this. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Like sometimes you just don't want to go down that road. You just gotta know when it's not worth it. You guys, trust me. But the point is, some people, they're just so quick. They don't even know you. They just assume. Like one guy was assuming I'm only on PS4. He was just going at me. Oh, greatness awaits. Haha. You know, just they just were coming for it. I was like, okay, no, we ain't doing this right now. But yeah, that was yesterday. The point is, you know, these guys, they just, whew, you talk about their platform of choice, even if it's a joke, man, they come for you. So you guys watch out. And I'm learning that sometimes the hard way, you know, the Spider-Man thing, the yikes thing, me saying yikes, this, that just happened, all these examples, and there's multiple. It just really makes me remember and realize, like, okay, Erica, you can't always joke with everyone. Sometimes they just don't get it. They don't know you. Sometimes you just have to just chill. And it's like, okay, we in chill mode then. Erica, yikes. He assumed your gender. He assumed all kinds of things, man. It is what it is, though. Like, I'm not taking it personally. I hope they don't. That's the thing. I don't want them to. Like, I don't even want it to be a possibility that they're really upset with me. And who knows? You just never know with people on the internet. So sometimes I just chill. Like if you guys see me just start ignoring or I just stop responding, I change the subject, whatever. That's the reason. And just like, okay, cool. You know, I thought we were joking, but you know what? I'm gonna go this way. It's kind of that thing. It's not because I, you know, lost or I don't want to argue because I'm defeated. It's not really that. It's more so like, maybe we should just stop now before it gets ugly. Like it's usually that. So that's why sometimes I just go quiet. Like, never mind. Who mad at you, Eric? Oh, I don't even know. I don't know their names, EK. It's just some PC gamers. It's nothing really serious. Don't worry about it. Like you guys, if you missed it, don't worry about it. It's no biggie. I'm just saying, like, as an example, when it comes to the internet and the console wars, and sometimes it's just I just get so bored. I get so bored of it. It's not that serious to me. So when I joke and stuff, I'm like, okay, that's all it was. But people want to get in these in-depth, deep arguments, and I'm like, nah, I just don't care. I don't care that much, man. It's not that serious. So yeah, I go through that a lot, and I feel like maybe I should just chill on the jokes. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fun though. It's fun to just crack a joke here and there, but some people just aren't best to joke with. Let's put it that way. Let's just put it that way. LOL, and that dude bringing in numbers because you said there were 1,000. Yeah, that. Yeah, Buro, you're right. Stop ducking Discord. You know, I'm just not really that much about Discord. I know I should be. Char tells me all the time, you should have your own Discord. That way you can advertise your videos and communicate with your viewers and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You're right. But I just can't. I don't know what it is, Ryan. I can't hang out in Discord a lot like that. I'm just not that kind of girl, I guess. I'm working on my marriage. Can I work on my marriage, please? I'm kidding. No, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I just don't feel like talking. I don't feel like hanging out like that. Sometimes I do. It's rare, but I'm all about the business, Ryan. Like if I'm there for a podcast, I'm there. If I need to be there for a meeting, like, oh, press start, we're going to have a meeting. Boom, I'm there. I'm all about the business. I'm not about just like hanging out, playing games and talking about random. Like I just don't have the time for that, you know? I'm a married woman. Like, should I really be hanging out in Discord with like a bunch of random guys? I mean, you know, should I? I don't think so. No, it's not even that. I'm not even avoiding it because that I'm just not really a talkative person sometimes. Even as hard as it is to believe, you guys probably think I can talk and talk and talk. Sometimes I don't want to talk. I'm just doing my own thing. You know, it's all good. It's nothing personal. It's a me thing. Discord is less frustrating than Twitter. That's why I've chatted more in there. Oh, I get it. I'm all about the business. Snap. Erica destroyed another planet. But yeah, I don't know. Did we talk enough about the Twitch thoughts? I don't know if I got all my thoughts out there. The other thoughts. I don't know. I just wanted to say, you know, the whole, I guess, lesson above it all is just let's support each other. Let's support people who we think deserve it. I think that's the most important thing we could take from it. You know? Give us your thoughts on HP open world. You guys asked that at the same time. Harry Potter thoughts and HP open world. I think it's cool. I know some people, well, like BG was like, I don't want this game. I think it's cool. There's a lot of Harry Potter fans. I've only seen one movie, to be honest. I've never read the books. I just never really got into it like that. I had friends who were really into Harry Potter, and that's the reason I even watched a movie. But I know it's big. I know people would flock towards it. They throw money at it. So I don't see what's the issue. I think it could be cool. If you get to design and create your own wizard and you're in that universe, I think that's kind of cool. I think I'd play it. It'd probably get me to watch the movies too. Games can do that for me. Like they'll get me into a certain setting or story or character, and then I want to learn more. Like with God of War, obviously, it's like, oh, let me do some research. You know, even like Bloodborne, I tried to watch that anime. What is it called? No, not Lovecraft. What is that anime called? I tried to watch that. So games can definitely influence me to like look into movies or look into the anime or look into whatever. I'm behind, but I started watching the Persona 5 anime. So like I think it's cool. I'm actually a little excited because it's like, oh, okay, maybe now I will get into this universe and I'll understand what's so great about it. Like Lunkin, or yeah, Lunkin's like, wait, you never watched Harry Potter films? Blasphemy. I know, like that. I want to understand why it's blasphemy. Maybe I do. And this game could get me into it, you know? So, Erica, who do you like more as a savage? Batman, Thanos, or Rogue from X-Men? I'm not too caught up with Thanos. I didn't watch the recent movies or whatever. I love Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan. So I'm always going to pick Batman. I do like Rogue, though. Rogue is cool. But as far as a savage, I don't know really what you mean. I know Thanos. Okay, I know what happens in that movie. I guess that's pretty savage. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess I'll pick him. Harry Potter story is trash, Buro says. To be honest, I'm just drifting socially between Twitter, Discord, and real life. When one thing gets tiring, I go somewhere else. Okay, right. Yeah, Ryan, that's a good idea, I think. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Like when Twitter just gets all crazy, hop on Discord. You probably got a point there. Crypto, what kind of question is that? I stopped reading HP after the 5th book, but an RPG is cool. Yeah, I'm open to it, you know, and if it's open world and you can, like I said, you can create your own wizard, have your own, maybe your own powers and all that. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be interested. I'd be interested. Only seen the first 3 Harry Potter movies, heard the rest was trash. I don't even remember the one I watched. I just remember there was a scene with the with like a bus, because they're like in England, right? Or they're like over there somewhere. It's like one of those double-decker buses, and they were in the bus and there was like crazy action going on. I don't remember what movie that was though. I don't know. I don't remember. But my friends were swearing by, like, Erica, you have to watch this movie. We'll make popcorn. We'll have drinks. Please, let's watch the movie. I was like, okay, fine. Let's watch it. And it was cool. It was all right. Like, it was entertaining. I didn't really know what was going on, but it was entertaining. Was it Order of the Phoenix? I don't know. I really don't know. I just remember that bus scene, and it was like they were in the bus, and I don't know. It was weird. That's the 3rd one. That sounds about right. Because I remember it wasn't the first or like the latest one. It was like the one that they loved the most. My friends were like, this is the best one. So that's why I watched it. But yeah. 90s Gamer, is that you? Is that the one I was tweeting earlier? I was talking about you earlier. I was talking all kinds of shit. I'm kidding. I was just talking about the whole you know, comparing Persona 5, and it's not really fair because Persona 5 doesn't make you grind. But we talked about it a little bit. It's all good. I even said earlier, I was like, it's nothing personal. You know, we talk on Twitter, we have these arguments, and but the Persona slander, I was like, I can't stand for it. I can't. Who? Whoa, Salazar, what's up? I don't know if I said hi to you yet. What's up, Salazar? Overdone says your facts or whatever have already been said. What are you achieving talking trash about someone who already blocked you? Oh, so he was blocked. Well, that makes sense. I noticed Luca and other people too, when they block someone or when someone's blocked, sometimes they take it super personal and they'll just like hate that person forever. That's happened to me. I know that. I've been in chats before, like Jack Moves chats or like his streams, and I won't even be chatting. I'm lurking a little bit, and then I see, oh, Erica, yeah, that bitch blocked me. Can't stand that girl, or something like, you know, something like that. And I'm like, okay, someone's upset. I'm gonna play Persona next week, Erica. Wish me good luck. Omar, you're in for a treat. You're talking Persona 5, right? You're in for an absolute treat. That's one game I wish I could experience for the first time again. It's hard to tell sometimes. Context gets lost over text. Good to hear that it's all good. You never played the previous Persona games? I know, I need to play Persona 4. Trust me, I know. Maybe that's what I'll do in December too. Like, I'm still up in the air. I could start that in December if I could just get a hold of a Vita, which my friend does have one, so I just need to bug him. You can, Erica. It's called the second playthrough. You're right. I gotta buy it first, Buro. I gotta buy it. I'm a fraud. Oh, shoot. Anything else we could talk about? I feel like I'm missing something that happened, but maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know. This whole grind conversation was kind of the theme today, or at least this week. I know Alex, you got Alex out here, Bond, you know, they're fighting the good fight, the booty box war, like they're always gonna be on that side. I think when it hits certain games, like Assassin's Creed or last year's Shadow of War, these games that people are actually gonna pick up, they start to get a little defensive at times. Like, well, it's not, the grind isn't that bad. It's really not there. It's just, what about Persona 5? Persona 5 has microtransactions, and you played that game, Bond, so you're exposed. You know, like, it's kind of like turning into that. Well, you played this game, but see, the difference is, and it's not damage control or anything, the difference is they're just completely different games. Like, some games, like I said, you don't even know they're there. You don't even know you could buy personas. I didn't know that. And whether they're there or not, there's never moments, at least for me, there was never moments where I felt like I had to grind because I have to have this persona, and if I don't have it, I can't do this. I can't progress. That never happened. Whereas with Assassin's Creed, and I'm repeating myself, but I had to level up because I was just so underpowered and I couldn't do the mission. You know, and that just doesn't happen in Persona 5. So yeah, I just noticed, like, I jumped in a little bit today because I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, let me stand up for Persona 5 because this isn't fair. Like, this isn't a fair comparison. It's very, very different. Very different. 90s Gamer says, just because you didn't have to grind doesn't mean others didn't. No, 90s Gamer, find me somebody, anybody, find me someone who had to grind to get personas, because that's what the microtransactions are, right? And I'm not talking about the trophies, because you can get certain personas for trophies and stuff like that. That you got to go out and get, but that's optional. That's not to progress in the story. Find me someone who was overwhelmed by a grind in Persona 5. Then we'll talk, because I don't know anybody who I know who has played the game, from Kofi to Bond to J Main. He hasn't beat it yet, but he's playing it. To me, to Buro, all you people who have played Persona 5, tell me now if you felt like there was a mandatory grind to where if you didn't do the grind, you could not progress. That's all I'm saying. And he says, I didn't have to grind in AC Origins because I had to. That was, yeah, because you I don't think you get it, though. I don't think you get it. It's not mandatory in Persona 5. It is in Assassin's Creed. Because you choose, like, because you were enjoying it doesn't take away the fact that you have to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you get it or not. It's just a bad example. That's my only point. Like, I'm not trying to defend microtransactions. I'm not trying to say some are better than the other, or the fact that, you know, just because you didn't buy them, that takes away the point. Or how am I trying to say it? Like, you have to buy them to do it. You can still do it without the microtransactions. We're not debating that. Like, we're not debating that at all. That's not the point. My point is Persona 5 is a bad example. That's my point. If you buy the personas early, like, I can't even say that. You play on easy mode for like the first 2 dungeons. But who knows that? Like, you don't have to do it, though. That's the point. You don't have to do it. When I played Origins, I had to grind. That's the thing. Okay, these games, Shadow of War, I think, suffered from this too, but I didn't get to that point. I actually put that game down. Unfortunately, there was just too much going on last year, and I'm glad I did, because then I started Persona 5. But anyways, these games, they're artificially grindy. They're not a fun grind. It's not something that, this is just me, okay? I'm speaking personally. It's not like where you are just naturally progressing. Like when I play a game, an action RPG, like, let me just name examples. Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect. I guess we could throw in like the Soulsborne in there. Throw those in there. What else? What else have I played recently? I'm trying to think. I guess Nier Automata would kind of count a little bit. I'm looking at my games. Shadow of Mordor, the first one. What else? What else? What else? Mad Max. I think that would count as another one. I don't remember ever having feelings of like, man, I can't even do this mission. Actually, let me not speak on Mad Max because I don't remember. But those other games, I never had those feelings of like, man, I can't even do this mission without a headache because I'm so underleveled that I have to go back and do side missions, boring side missions, grind it out, come back, then I'm able to beat it, then I level up, right? Because this is what happened in Origins. I would level up from beating the mission or whatever it was in the story, and then the next one I'm underleveled again. That was not happening in those other games. It was not happening in those games. That's my point. Like, it's just totally different. Assassin's Creed Origins, and I beat it, so I know this for a fact. It dragged so long, and it didn't have to. The game was like 45 hours. I think I put at least 42, something like that. Maybe more. I might have put more than 45. And it was because I had to. Like the game just would not end. And I remember that. And I liked the game. So that's all I'm saying. Like Persona 5, and that never happened at all. And these other games that I was mentioning, I don't remember ever that happening either. Don't remember that. You could go in underleveled, especially Soulsborne games. I was extremely underleveled. Neo, don't even get me started on Neo. I was at least 15 levels under all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot of the time. I was very underleveled. And yes, the game got a little harder, but it wasn't where everything was so OP that I just didn't have a chance. Like that just didn't happen. I never felt forced to farm until, and this is my gripe with Neo, until the DLC. The DLC changed that. But the main game, I never really had that. That's just, that's just me. Chris says, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And I don't either. Like, I think people take it, well, you're not you specifically, Chris, but a lot of people are like, well, don't you know that's how RPGs are? Like, there's a grind. You got to level up and stuff. Yeah, that's true. But when it feels artificial and it's like forced upon and you're not having fun anymore, that's where I have a problem. It's like, nope. There's like a fine way to do it. And Assassin's Creed doesn't do it right. The leveling system's flawed, in my opinion. And that's that. Like that's all I gotta say. We're kind of rambling now at this point. Surge memories. I forgot about the Surge. Every time I forget about the Surge and that nightmare, you guys remind me all the time. I don't remember if the grind was real in that game. It was more of it was a grind, but in a different way because I was dying and I didn't have the right weapons or whatever. That game is just a mess. I'm trying to forget it. You guys keep bringing it up. I'm traumatized. It's like you're bringing up some traumatic event in my life. I'm like, oh crap, I almost forgot about that. Damn. The grind should be fun, first of all. Yeah, that's the thing. And I know that's subjective. So I'm with you on that, 90s gamer. This is subjective. Maybe you didn't notice the grind because you were having tons of fun. I mean, that's possible, you know? But my whole point, my original point in Twitter was that Persona 5 is not a good comparison. And that's really my ultimate point. Like we're getting into the other stuff. Like we're going off on tangents about what's fun and what's grindy and what's not. And that's, you know, I'm just laying down the fact that Persona 5, you don't have to grind to progress. And that's it. I feel tired now. Oh, man. I actually feel mentally tired right now. I feel like I went through like the Olympics in my brain. I don't know why. See, just even talking about the grind, I'm fatigued. Like you guys don't even know. I don't know if it's like my age or like just how many games I've played or whatever, but sometimes I get so tired from these grinds. You know, I don't know. Mentally untouchable. I couldn't remember being underleveled in DS2 very much. Yeah. The Soulsborne games are kind of a unique situation because you can, I mean, there's people who they stay level 1, they'll beat the whole game. You know, they'll do speed runs if they practice long enough or whatever. But my whole thing with like Assassin's Creed was like you'd be 1 or 2 levels below, which is nothing in Soulsborne, right? That's nothing. But in Assassins, you would feel like you're level 1. Like you would feel so underpowered. And it would take forever to kill enemies. The missions, they would constantly remind you you're not prepared for this, you're not ready for this. They would be like in red. I remember their levels above their heads or whatever would be in red, and they would have so much health. And when you play like a Soulsborne game, you could be under leveled 10 levels and you still can beat those bosses. You can still go in and take down all those enemies. Like, you know what I mean? That's a different type of challenge. The AC stuff is so artificial compared to like Soulsborne, where it's I mean, it's Soulsborne. I don't know how else to describe it. You guys know the patterns of those enemies and everything. That's really what's difficult. It's not an artificial difficulty. DS2, we can make that argument, right, Ryan? We can make the argument, but the other Dark Souls and Bloodborne, we can't. It's just totally different, you know. Am I late for the 3 o'clock? Games are made so you can compensate your low level using your gamer skills. Pretty much, Crypto. Eat My Whopper says, "What's up, Erica? The only grind I'm going to do is completing Red Dead." Yeah, I can't wait for that game, you guys. That's why I want to go in so fresh. I don't want to be fatigued. I don't want to do any grindy games or anything. I just want to go in ready and embrace all the side stuff and all that. Like I can't wait to play that game. There's so much to do in that game. And it's fun. Like there's there's gonna be fun side missions. You know they're gonna be worth it. There's gonna be like some heists or something. There's gonna be robberies, gangs going against gangs. Like it's gonna be action packed. That's the thing you can count on. At least I hope I'm not wrong, but but that's what it's looking like with Red Dead 2. I played the first one, so I know how that one was. They're actually worthwhile and worthwhile, not wild, worthwhile. And, you know, it was so different. Black Bond says Jimmy. Bond, I know, I was talking about that little Twitter conversation earlier. And Jimmy, this guy, I'm just assuming he's never played Zelda. He's never beat Zelda, I should say. He hasn't beat any games. Every time I ask him, he won't answer. But he's got that ringtone. And I'm like, Jimmy, it's time to change that ringtone. You gotta change that ringtone. I figured I'd try and ask again. He still won't answer, though. It's like, man, how you not even beat one Zelda game, but you got it on your phone? That's crazy to me. How do you know those games don't suck? You don't even know. You never beat them. Jimmy, what's up? It's because Bond came in. I was like, oh, yeah, I talked about Jimmy. We talked about you already, Jimmy. That was at the beginning. You're going to have to rewind it. What's up, Jimmy? All right, since you're here, I know your Twitter was messing up a little bit earlier. It was a little, a little glitchy. But since you're here now, maybe we can all ask you at the same time. So just in case my voice doesn't come through, chat, help me out, right? Because he could, if he doesn't hear me, right, his phone glitches, he can at least read, right? So Jimmy, which Zelda games have you beat? Everybody type it. Everybody type it too. Because he's, sometimes he has problems with his phone. He can't hear, the audio goes out a little bit, or some of the words, they get a little fuzzy, maybe, because I know Jimmy thought Detroit didn't look good. So maybe Jimmy needs some, some glasses. It's okay, Jimmy. I wear glasses. I've been wearing glasses since the 6th grade. Like, it's okay. It's okay. You can get glasses. It's all right. But we just want to know. You got that ringtone, the Zelda themes always going off during Weapon Wheel. The people want to know, Jimmy, which Zelda games have you beaten? My text glitching. But you can hear me though, Jimmy. All right, clean out the earwax real quick. Jimmy, which Zelda games have you beaten? It's a simple question. It's a simple question, guys. I know he's playing. I know it's 0. I'm just gonna assume it's 0 because he doesn't want to answer, and we're just having fun. But that's a tragedy, Jimmy. You gotta beat a Zelda game. We gotta beat a Zelda game. At least Ocarina of Time. At the very least, beat Ocarina of Time. I need to pay my phone bill. Be right back. This man, Jimmy, he's funny. Oh, damn. Erica got binoculars on her face, and Jimmy does not like binoculars. Hey, man, glasses are cool. Nothing wrong with glasses. That's why I'm telling Jimmy, hey, it's okay. If you got eye problems, it's all right. Like, shoot, I'm blind. Like, I'm super blind when I take off my glasses, so I understand. If I was playing Detroit without my glasses, it would look like crap too. It would look like it's trash. So I understand, I get it. Ew, that game is trash, Erica. What are you talking about, Bodo? We banning Jimmy from Weapon Wheel like we did Baron until he finishes Breath of the Wild. Why Breath of the Wild of all games? That was mediocre at best. I wouldn't say mediocre, but it wasn't the best Zelda. A lot of people were like, this is the greatest Zelda of all time. No, not to me. It's a good game though. I think it's a must play if you do like Zelda. But for everyone else, I'd suggest you play Ocarina of Time or Link Between Worlds, or just go back and play like Link to the Past, or even Wind Waker. Wind Waker was great too. If you're going to play one Zelda, I don't think I would suggest Breath of the Wild, because that's not, to me, that wasn't like the true Zelda experience. I'm a big fan of like the old school dungeons, the different bosses, the different areas. This Breath of the Wild was just, it was good though. It was good, but not the greatest. That's just me though. Seeing Erica without glasses is like V character without his mask. You'll never see it. Yeah, it could happen someday. But yeah, I usually don't. I mean, I don't wear contacts or anything. It's part of it's just part of me, I remember when I was younger, just quick story, my sister, I don't know, for some reason, she's younger than me, but for some reason, her opinion, for some reason, she's my sister, but her opinion means a lot to me. But I remember we were younger, like, I think I was in junior high, and we were talking about glasses or something, and she told me, she's like, you look better with glasses. So I always just like believe that. I just took that to heart, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think so too. And then it just sort of, yeah, that's why I never really go for contacts. I like my glasses. It's like part of my look, I guess. But anyways, we've been here for a hot minute, you guys. I think I'm gonna play some Forza, the game of the year, Forza. No, it's a good game though. If you guys were thinking of getting Game Pass, shoot, I got it for $2. 2 months for $2. The best deal I ever had. Best $2 I ever spent. If you can get a deal like that, or even just pay the regular 10 or whatever it is for the how much is it a year? I don't even know. If you want to play the other games, I do recommend go play Forza Horizon. Not a lot of, if we're being real, not a lot of exclusives over there. Not a lot of crazy must-haves at the moment. I'm waiting for a few indies on there like Ashen, Ori. Those are going to be, games I want to play. But for right now, there's not really a whole lot that you have to have, right? If you played Gears already, you've already played your Halos or whatever else you're into, this is it, Forza Horizon 4, but it is really good. I do recommend playing it if you're into just gaming in general, honestly, because I don't even, like I said earlier, I don't play a lot of racers, but I am digging this one. There's just cool things to do. It's very cinematic. There's like epic moments. I love the whole like racing trains and racing big old hover boats or whatever those are called. That was awesome. Like there's been moments I'm like, damn, this is actually really fun. Like, what is going on? I'm loving this. But yeah, that's a game I can recommend you guys. Jimmy put a list. Hold up. Hold the phones. Let me see this. The Legend of Zelda. Zelda 2. Why does it look like you copy and pasted this from like the internet, Jimmy? Well, what's going on? You didn't even put a comma, or you didn't space between Zelda right there. Jimmy, what's going on here? This is looking a little fishy. It's looking a little bit fishy. What do you guys think? Just from your notes? Okay, from your notes. All right. I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. So you beat Legend of Zelda, you beat Zelda 2, and then Link to the Past. I don't know, Jimmy. For some reason, that list is looking a little spooky, because who puts that in their notes? Like, hold on, I'm losing it. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Like, you put it very proper. You put the colon right there. You know what I mean? I don't know, Jimmy. Like, if it was me, and I'm just giving you a hard time, but if it was me, if I was making my list, I would just put A Link to the Past. I wouldn't put the whole thing. You know what? Chat, what do you think? Should we believe this? Should we believe this list? Because it's looking a little sketchy. Jimmy didn't beat no Zeldas. What's up, name? Drew says nope. I'm thinking, Jimmy. I don't know. My gut is kind of like, would you really put it in your list like that? Where's Bond at? I think Bond left. We get the verdict from Bond. Benefit of a doubt. I played a lot of them, but I had to Google all of them to see which ones I actually beat. All right, Jimmy. How about we give you benefit of the doubt? We'll give you benefit of the doubt. I'm not here to, think negatively about people, but it's just a little sketchy. But I'll believe you. You got to beat that Ocarina of Time, though. That's one you definitely got to beat. Breath of the Wild is not there. We already know that, though. He hasn't beat it. I'm not a hardcore Nintendo fan. I don't know. We'll give you benefit of the doubt. All right, chat. We'll believe him. For now, Jimmy, because we can't even prove it anyways. So there ain't no achievements or nothing like that. That's the worst. Oh, Buro, you know what, Buro? I think it's time you're not, we remove you from the mod table. Says that's the worst one. The worst Zelda? Buro, you're talking crazy. Are you drunk right now? What is happening, Buro? No face, no case. I'm in the Shadow Temple. Ooh, a Shadow. Oh, man, I haven't heard that in a minute. Shadow Temple. The camera system hasn't aged well. That's a lot of games, Ryan. That's the thing. Like, but playing Ocarina of Time at that time was just phenomenal. Like, it was something else. The anticipation for that game was like no other. It was crazy. That was the longest day at school ever when that game came out. Ocarina of Time. Shoot. Make me sit at the mod table instead of Boodle. Boodle, I'll give you one more chance. You got to think about it. The worst Zelda? Come on. The worst? You crazy. I don't even know, Boodle, if you've even played all the Zeldas or a lot of them. I don't know. But yeah, you guys, I guess we could start wrapping up. My mom is actually, well, she's actually in London right now, which is crazy. She went yesterday. I'm jealous. She's going to go to Scotland. She's going to visit my cousin. I think she lives in Darlington. Anybody from the UK out here? Are you from England or Scotland? Shoot, let me know if I should suggest anything to her, because she's out there. She's doing her thing. My mom's having a good old time. I'm jealous. One of these days I want to go, man. I've always wanted to go to Scotland. That's like a bucket list for me. Man, it's like that area, and then of course Rome. I've always wanted to go to Rome, freaking Greece, and Egypt, because because of assassins. No, I've always been into those areas. Like, I've always wanted to visit there. Japan too. Who doesn't want to go to Japan? But yeah, those are like the bucket lists. So yeah, she's out there visiting my cousin, and she got there safely, so I'm happy. I was a little nervous yesterday. She's there. So shout out to my mom. She's been texting me all day, all these pictures and stuff. Link to the Past is my favorite. What's up, VGL again? You've been to Japan? Man, Char's out there. My friend Char. So I've always wanted to go since I was little, really. But yeah, she's in the UK. So if you guys are out there and you see somebody who kind of looks like me a little bit, don't talk to her. Leave her alone. No, I just hope she stays safe. I told her, I was like, Mom, keep your purse really close to your chest. Have it right in front of you. Hide everything. Be aware. Don't just be on your phone, looking down, walking around. Like, I've been telling her, like, don't, what's the word? I can't even think. I'm tired. Just be safe, Mom, please. Shout out to Shar. Yes, Woof. Actually, we're just ending, Woof. You came a little late, but thank you guys for hanging out. It was fun. I'm gonna go. Shoot, it's late. I'm gonna go have lunch, and then probably play Forza. We got the press start Q&A tonight, so if you're a Patreon member, be there. It's like at 5 my time, I believe. So we're gonna answer your guys' questions. If you have any questions for us that you want to get in, do it now. Gaming or not gaming, it could be whatever. Whatever you want to ask us, let us know. Again, thank you to Omar. My gosh, Omar, seriously. Thank you for that donation earlier. I'm still kind of speechless when I think about it. But thank you again. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Jimmy, change your ringtone, please. Thank you. Bye.